What's up? And I know I've already posted a few videos today, but I don't care. Here is another best upgrades in DFI video because I'm bored. Updated though to my version now of what I think is the best upgrades because they have changed quite dramatically as I've actually done every single upgrade in a recent What You Deserve video. So yeah. Wait, no, I forgot what Sandbox is all about. And we'll also be taking this into real world gaming in a minute once I rank #1. So we're gonna do the best upgrades from each route and then add some honorable mentions and runner-ups too. So the winner for the best twin route upgrades is the triple twin. Don't know why it freaked out about then. Mostly because of the absolutely insane reload performance of this thing. But also because it's just a very well-rounded gun. So that's the winner of twin upgrades. Oh, I've still got 5 here. Let me just put some random ones on. And we'll be using all the winners and runner-ups. Well, no, actually, no. Only all the winners from each category. But like I said, there will also be runner-ups if you don't quite agree with me, and honorable mentions too. So let's oof. And let's do our runner-up for twin route, which is going to be the triple shot and then triplet. This is also a very, 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 very good gun, but not, for me, just not quite on the level of the triple twin. It has better precision than a triple twin and sometimes better bullet damage too, but I think so far as you're like not really, as long as you're like okay with aiming anyway, I would slightly go with the triple twin. But if aiming is a priority for you, then I think I'd take the triplet. I couldn't decide between these two, but I put the triple twin slightly first because it's what I use. Anyway, honourable mention is coming up next for this. Actually, no, we've got a few, but I'll just do one honourable mention because I don't want this to be like an hours long. Right, so we upgrade to twin. Go twin flank. And then battleship. This is pretty good, but it's just not quite there yet. The drones, if the drones did a bit more damage and were bigger, this would be my #1 choice from the even higher than the triple twin. But it's like the drones are just terrible. They do nothing. Like literally, one triangle takes away about half of my drone count. It's ridiculous how weak these drones are. Look. They're all gone just from a few squares. Let me try and kill this pentagon in a few triangles real quick. And then let's just see if they can wipe up the rest of the map. No, couldn't even get to that square without dying. Wouldn't recommend, but does get an honorable mention because some people would recommend it. And I understand. Anyway, next up, the best upgrade for the sniper route. It's incredibly close. I'm talking incredibly close. The only reason I'm going to pick that over that, The only reason I'm picking what the route you're about to see and the route that most people would go down is because I'm not a drone user, but it's assassin time, and I think you know what's coming next. Ranger is, in my opinion, but probably not a strong preference of anyone else, the best sniper upgrade. It's got good vision. And its bullets do a lot of damage. So yeah, I would kind of recommend this, but to be honest, I don't go down the sniper route too much anyway. But a very, very close runner-up, and probably the popular option amongst about 95% of people, but I just prefer guns rather than drones. Bullets. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm doing the Ranger. But I'm presuming 95% of people will do this runner-up. Like, pretty much all of these are pretty good, but I just don't really like them. Overall, I think the Overlord wins this, though. Like, the Overlord is just so good. I understand the drones can be a bit hard to control sometimes, but deal with it. Look at how good they are at killing everything. And also look at the reload on them as well, right? They will reload pretty fast. Yeah, so presuming the more popular option, and honestly couldn't pick between this and a Ranger because I want to be popular, but then also one of my favorite guns is the Ranger. So yeah, I will put a few honorable mentions on this list because there's just quite a few to pick from here. None of them will be from the assassin route, I think. Trapper. This one isn't going to be used by many, but it will be used by a few. And I'm talking about the Mega Trapper. Look at the size of the triangles these things produce. I'm not even joking. And look at the reload. It's actually not bad. The only thing is I'm in sandbox mode, but in something like Maze, I think this would be my go-to be honest. Or maybe the Gunner's Trapper. In something like Maze, because literally, just look at this, bruv. So yeah, in Maze, this is your go-to. And the last one I want to do for the sniper route if it doesn't show me another ad, which it did. Alright, my last recommendation, sort of, for the sniper route. Go down here. And you get Necromancer. I know there's Manager as well, but I don't recommend that. I know you can go invisible and shit, but the reloading's pretty shit. You only get 4 drones, whereas this, just look at this. This is genuinely the most cracked thing I've ever seen in my life. If you're going down the drone route, and it's a healthy alternative to the Overlord, but look, it just collects any squares in the map and we use them as drones. Like, why doesn't the Overlord do this or something? Like, this will be very, very popular. Like, there will be more squares, trust me, in a minute. But who wouldn't choose this? Honestly, I'm thinking about changing the Overlord banner up, but like, it won't be very popular because there are two pretty big cons: the drone health and the fact that you actually have to pick up squares. Like, drones just spawn out of nowhere on the Overlord, whereas people can predict where your drones are gonna go, and they can shoot them out before they get to the squares. Because once again, the drones are actually so fragile. Anyway, let's oof and let's go down the machine gun route. Anyway, that's enough playing around with a machine gun. I just really like it. Destroyer. And then it's always so tough picking between the hybrid and the annihilator, but I think number one for me just about is the annihilator, but I imagine the more popular one will be the hybrid. Just look at the bullet damage that this thing does. Look how big the bullets are. The only two cons are reload, which is pretty shit. Only 3 bullets across the entire map. Actually, no, 4. But yeah, 4 bullets across the entire map is pretty shit. But just look at the damage that these bullets do. Boom. 2 triangles, no problem. Probably fit 1 bullet, to be honest. Look at this. Look at the size of this. Absolute monstrosity. Yeah, but reload and also the actual recoil of this is just shit as well. I don't want it. Every time I have to fire a shot, advancing backwards is never good. But just look at the bullet damage. I mean, this is really hard to not recommend, really. It's a very, very good gun, but the recoil and the reload just set it back too much.
Guys, look what happened to Amazon stock in just 1 year compared to other.
So anyway, I don't really have a runner-up apart from the hybrid, so we'll do that, and then the other ones are just whack, in my opinion, so I won't even do an honorable mention for them. Hybrid. Alright. Because you get drones, and you get pretty big bullets, destroyer size. Not quite as big bullets as the Annihilator, but to be honest, they do almost as much damage, and if I'm being honest, it's almost a joint first. I just put Annihilator because it's my personal preference. But really, you can't go wrong with either, but then the rest are just actual whack. Anyway, now it's time for the tier that I just despise, hate. Thank God. My best upgrade for Thank God is not the Octopank, surprisingly. It is the booster. And I'm actually not going to use it, as most people think I will. I'm not going to use it for bullets. I'm going to use it just to show you how fast it is. With reload upgrades, regen body damage. Just Look at the sheer power of this. Look how fast it is. And then the bullets are just an absolute spray too. This is the only thing that I would truly recommend if you were going down the route of flank guard, because this is a good gun. This is a very good gun. Even the triangle is pretty powerful. The recoil isn't as heavy as the Annihilators either. So it's not like whichever way you go, it's just going to be blocked, but it'll be significantly slower. Anyway, that's the only one I can really recommend, but I'll do a runner-up in the Octo Tank coming shortly. And just like with the bloody machine gun, I don't think there's a worthy honourable mention after that, because they're all just that bad. Let's get it. Alright, Frank Guard. Quad Tank. Octo Tank. Now, people say that it has the most bullets, but I think that is on par with a triple twin. Just very, very slightly ahead, because I don't think that's as many bullets as the triple twin. I could be wrong, but it's definitely not leagues ahead of it, even if it is. Which is why I don't really recommend it. A, it looks ugly. B, you won't see your opponents because of how many bullets there are on the screen, whereas a triple twin will just be fine. One way, and one way, and it won't be absolutely covering the screen. Also the fact that this is not very good for like look at the recoil on this. Hang on. Like there's no recoil, and I know I just said I don't really like recoil, but come on, I want a little bit of recoil on my tank. Otherwise, it's a pretty good tank. And finally, the one that is just not for me. We ignore this level 15 upgrade, and we get the level 30 upgrade. Smasher. Now, I can't even do a runner up, really. I mean, Landmine's good in all. Auto Smasher is just pathetic. And then Spike is also pretty good. I mean, I guess I can do a runner up. And the winner is Spike. Need body damage maxed out, movement speed can get up as well a little bit. Like, I'm just gonna absolutely. Right. This is a pretty good thing, but it's definitely not my cup of tea. None of these are, especially the Auto Smasher. It's just terrible. This route in general, but the Landmine is a runner-up for me, but I don't even think it's worth showing.
Wake the Tiger.
I just want to get straight to the point.
WakeTheTiger.com.
I just want to get straight to the point. What is the best? Wait, no, actually, no. I will do the Landmine just because. Let me just unveil a Landmine, but everyone probably knows what it does. And just max out body damage, max health a little. And watch as it goes invisible. Then if someone just happens to run into you, you get the kill. But not recommendable by my standards. None of these are, but yeah, there you go. So that was level 1 complete. Now it's time for level 2. What is the best upgrade overall? For this we will have a winner, a runner-up, and a few honorable mentions. So starting off with the winner of the overall best upgrade, in my opinion, very, very close. Wait, no, that's the wrong upgrade. That's the wrong upgrade that I've just pressed. That is the wrong upgrade. Let me just get out of that a minute. Right, so the wrong upgrade there. Why does it keep just glitching like that? Right, hang on. Alright, twin flank. I think you know what's coming next. Very, very close. Both were from the twin route that I was going to plan, but the next one's going to be a runner-up anyway. Triple twin. The best upgrade in the App.io, in my opinion, is the triple twin. Absolutely ruthless, this gun is. I don't care what anyone says about snipers and drones and shit. This just takes the cake. And like I said versus the Octotank, it's far more precise. 1, 2, 3 directions, that's what you're shooting in. With arguably more bullets. Anyway, the runner up in this case is incredibly hard, probably even harder than first place.
Look now, wakethetiger.com.
Runner up, but I can say we've got a winner for that. Triplet is my runner-up. For this category of best overall. I know, practically repeating the start of the video, but it just is. And finally, I'll give you an honourable mention. And that honourable mention will be going to because it's probably more popular. I'm not going to give it to the Annihilator, but a hybrid, because it's everyone's choice, really. The Annihilator would be my honourable mention, but if it's an honourable mention, we're talking about like an honourable mention, like sort of shit. I think hybrid's a no-brainer. If it's honourable, then so be it. Anyway, that's a hybrid. So now for the third thing of this. Let me just keep it Frankfurt. What things would I recommend for each I don't know, game mode? We'll start with maze, because it's actually probably one of my favorites. I would 100% here use a mega trapper because it just works. Fuck off. Right, anyway, I can't really show you this because I'm not going to grind for like 15 minutes to get a mega trapper, but yeah, in maze, that's what I recommend. Next up, in free for all. Oh, this bitch is gonna try and kill me now. In free for all, I will recommend. Let me just get some health regen. No, I just died. In free for all, I recommend triple twin in 2 teams. Gets a bit complicated because if you fight a team battle, I don't think triple twin's necessary. You already have enough bullets. So I think triple twin does not win this. I think you've gotta be like, no one's really gonna have the ranger. And I think it would be an interesting, unique option that I don't really recommend anymore. But I think it does make sense. Because everyone's gonna have like the most bullets, that's what they want. But you need someone with like a big field of view to actually do well. So I think the Ranger takes it for 2 teams and 4 teams. Mothership is incredibly difficult. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't tell you yet. I need to figure out what Mothership actually is first, because I've never really played it. But I'll tell you just a quick
Wake the Tiger. Book now. WakeTheTiger.com.
Oh, so basically Mothership is just blue versus red. That's a bit boring. Well, then I can't really recommend anything for Mothership. So, yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is my recommendations, and peace out.